I am tired of people abusing the bracket system. The bracket system was supposed to help us get fair games through honest Rule Zero conversations. You show up to a new pod, everybody talks power level, and hopefully you're all on an even playing field. But lately people are treating it like a tournament rule set. They're min-maxing their power level to crush the table and claiming their deck's fair. What pushed me to make this video are a few ridiculous interactions I've had recently. First off, a guy told me his discard control deck was going to be bracket 1. This is because that's what the website said, and he had a neat sub-theme. Then I saw a guy online claiming his turn 1 combo is bracket level 2. He was running Simian Spirit Guide into a ritual into multiple combats to where he could kill all players before they had a chance to play. And when I commented on it, he told me to run removal. And it's bracket level 2, no one has 0 mana removal. And his response to me was that I must just not be good at building decks and that I only play in bracket level 1. And the last one is I had someone play a turn 4 Hullbreaker Horror into turn 5 Ulamog with Rhystic Study and the Great Henge, and then they beat me with Cyclonic Rift and called it bracket level 3. Don't get me wrong, you can have 3 game changers in bracket level 3, but that is up to 3 game changers. You can be in bracket level 3 without 3 game changers, so if you're running these maxed out bracket level 3 decks, you're just going to destroy people. Now I'll tell you these stories later, but let's talk about what the bracket system is. I promise I'll be really fast. Bracket 1 is for decks built just to have fun. Janky themes, pet cards, weird flavor. If your deck wins sometimes, great, but it's not built to win. Pro tip, your deck's not bracket level 1 because the website said so. It's not bracket level 1 because it had a neat sub-theme buried under efficient removal. Bracket level 2 is for unaltered or lightly modified precons or decks that don't run game changers. If you're out here winning on turn 1, it's not bracket 2. You're ignoring the purpose of the system, and it's just not really a cool thing to do to someone who's running a precon. It might be a new player, or if they're running a budget build, it's just not nice. Keep in mind the guy mentioned there's like a 1 in a million chance he gets that hand, and the rest of the time the deck does nothing. Who is this even built for? Alright, how about this? Why don't we just flip a coin before the game? If it's heads, you win, tails, you lose, and we'll go to game 2, play a different deck. Now bracket 3, where things get especially bad, is because this is the slightly upgraded precon level. Maybe a couple tutors, some synergy, and up to 3 game changers. Up to 3. You do not have to run the 3 strongest game changers in your deck. There's a lot of bracket level 4 decks pretending to be bracket level 3 because they only have 3 game changers, and it just frustrates me. Why do you even sit down at a game where you're going to win inside of 8 turns and nobody else has the interaction to deal with you? Don't get me wrong, I make sure I run at least 10 or more points of interaction. If I still can't interact with your board, why are we playing? Now, I blame the problems with bracket 3 to be on bracket 4. Bracket level 4 is where things used to be reasonable. This was the old 7 to 8 on the power scale. High synergy decks, efficient threats, real board wipes, but nothing crazy oppressive. You are trying your hardest to win. Now, bracket 4 is CEDH light. Players are trying to combo off in 6 to 8 turns, but they play it in bracket level 4 because it's not quite CEDH. And what this does is it pushes solid interactive creature decks down to bracket level 3 where they don't belong. And now people are powering up in bracket level 3 to deal with those decks. And guess what? When those people power up, the people who are running no game changers but still playing bracket level 3 drop into bracket level 2 and drop a turn 1 combo on someone. Alright, so what's the fix here? Maybe we need to split bracket 3 into 2 parts, one for the lower bracket 3 and one for the higher bracket 3. Or maybe the real fix is just to use the system the way it was intended. You're not trying to use the bracket system to find the lowest tier your deck can legally fit into. You're supposed to use it to find fair games where everybody can have fun. And I'm not just some boomer who wants to play his old cards at every table and nah, you can't try to win. I have decks in every power level, but outside of my playgroup where our communication is efficient because we've played together forever, I can't seem to find a good game where everybody's on the same power level, no matter what bracket I drop into or how much I define my deck. And the worst situation is that I don't run any game changers right now, so when I'm trying to play in bracket level 3 and people run the max game changers, I'm automatically at a disadvantage and I'm okay with that. I run removal to remove your game changers, but I can only bring so many bullets. If you're dropping Hullbreaker Horror, Ulamog, the Great Henge, Rhystic Study, and then you psych me before your combat, what am I supposed to do? Sure, my bracket level 4 deck could deal with that, my bracket level 5 deck could deal with that, but the whole point is that we were playing bracket level 3 for a chill, slightly upgraded game. What I'm trying to get at is that the bracket system is a tool, and tools don't work if you misuse them. Let's stop trying to outplay Rule Zero and just be honest about what our decks can do. I don't want to know all of your win cons, but I want you to fairly represent them. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you pay the one and hit subscribe. Have a good one.